When politicians fight, the people suffer. When institutions fail, tension spread like wildfire. But what happens when the elders, those meant to calm the storm, choose sides instead of peace? In Rivers State, Nigeria, this question is no longer theoretical. A political crisis has reached a tipping point, and the church has stepped in because silence is no longer an option. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Golden Nation Multimedia, your favorite news analysis channel. If story like this matters to you, please subscribe, like, comment and share our videos. Your support helps us bring this story to light. Thank you. Rivers State is one of Nigeria's most important states, rich in oil, power and political influence. Each city boos with life, but beneath the busy streets, a dangerous conflict is brewing. What began as normal disagreement between political leaders has grown into something much deeper. It now threatens governance, peace, security, and the very well-being of ordinary citizens. This is not just speculation. The Christian Association of Nigeria, CAN, Rivers State chapter, has spoken out, warning that the state is drifting towards chaos and institutional breakdown. In African societies, elders are meant to be guides. They are expected to calm tempers, mediate disputes, and protect communities. They are supposed to be the moral compass when politics spiral out of control. But in Rivers State, CAN says something has gone wrong. Some elder statesmen have taken side. Rather than guiding the state towards peace, they are accusing of fueling division and instability. Today, two major elder blocs exist. One group supports Governor Siminalayi Fubara, while the other is aligned with Minister Nyesom Wike. Two camps, two loyalties, and one state clash in the middle. CAN described this as shameful and deeply disturbing. They warn that when elders abandon neutrality, society loses one of its strongest pillars of stability. The church calls the action of this elder statesman reckless. According to CAN, their loyalty to political power rather than to the people has worsened tension and deepened instability. This is more than political rivalry. It is a crisis with consequences that touches everyone: businesses, families, schools, and communities. Political tension doesn't stay in government houses. It flows into markets, churches, streets, and homes. Delayed governance affects jobs, uncertainty affects business, instability affects security. Ordinary people are already paying the price. According to CAN, economic hardship is rising. Livelihoods are being destroyed. Citizens are exposed to insecurity and fear. For the people of Rivers State, politics is not an abstract battle. It is a daily struggle to survive. When politics faltered and elders failed, the church spoke. CAN declared that it will no longer remain silent while political leaders fight for personal interests. It called all political actors to halt hostilities, embrace forgiveness, and prioritize the welfare of Rivers State above ego and ambition. To show their seriousness, CAN announced a one-day fasting and prayer program for peace, governance, and stability. This is more than a religious act. It is a moral intervention, a message to leaders and citizens alike. The state cannot afford division. CAN's words were firm. Power is temporary. Authority is a trust. Leadership is service. The association condemned reckless political warfare, division, and a culture of impunity. It warned that such behavior led only to destruction, suffering, and consequences that can last for generations. For CAN, this is not political rhetoric. It is a warning for the future. They say that the actions of today's leader will affect the next generation. This story is not just about Rivers State. It is about what happens when leadership forgets responsibility, when elders abandon their role as neutral mediator who stand for justice. When institutions fail, ordinary citizens suffer, and when political power becomes personal ambition, the entire communities pay the price. The crisis in Rivers State is a warning. Leadership without accountability and elders without neutrality can push society to the brink. The real question now is not who is winning the power struggle, it is who is losing while the fight continues. Peace is still possible, but it requires courage, restraint, and a commitment to putting the people first. Otherwise, history will remember this moment not for victory but for the suffering it caused. If you care about stories like this, about leadership, peace, and the consequences of power, please support Golden Nation Multimedia. Subscribe, like, comment, and share our videos. Join the conversation and help raise awareness because change starts with people paying attention. Remember, silence is also a choice. Peace is a choice, and together we can choose a better future.